Uh, Morning, Joe. How are you?
Morning. Yes, very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good, good. Just been told, obviously, Robbie isn't looking great for the rest of the season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously disappointing to lose Robbie. I think he's been a big and key player for us. So it's disappointing. But on the flip side, we've got a strength and depth to the squad. I think the next man's got to step in and perform to the same levels.
I was asking James whether there was any nervousness in the camp, and he said no. You've been in this situation before with Newport. You got the final 2019. We won't talk about what happened, but how are you looking at it now, and how do you sense the squad? What situation are they in?
No, I'd have to agree with the gaffer. I think more than anything, there's quite a strong belief in the group more than the nervousness. I think that's key. When the pressure's on, into the last 5 games, it's unbelievably tight in that table. I think it's just key we just have that belief in what we're doing and what's brought us success, and almost that level of calmness, I think, to be able to keep doing what we know has brought us success.
And is people like yourself and Mickey Demetrio and those sort of people, Matty Dolan, are you key to keeping the camp as it should be?
Yeah, I guess when you have that experience of we've had the playoff experience before and big pressure games, I do think the experience helps to bring that level of calmness and keep the players relaxed, make sure the dressing room's in the right frame of mind, not let that element of nervousness creeping in, because ultimately, no, most professionals will tell you there's a level of nervousness that you need to perform, but not so much that it has a negative impact. And I just believe that this group has that level of calmness, and we prepare every day in such a way that I think we go into games with that element of belief.
Yeah, and with 5 games to go, it's now or never, really, isn't it? I mean, you've just got to deliver now.
Yeah, of course. Every game's vital, and it's also important that we look at each game at its own merit. It can't look too far or beyond the next game that's coming up, and that's something the manager's drummed into us. So we'll take it one game at a time, as the cliche says. But it is important that that's your frame of mind. So yeah, we know there's 5 big games, 5 big results we've got to go get, and it all starts with Crawley at home.
And once you've played, first thing you look at the other results?
Not straight away, no. No, I think you digest your own performance. I think that's one of those things that you can't, I think it's been spoken about, you can't get too involved in the table as a player. I don't think you've got to, at the end of the day, you take care of your own business. You don't need to be checking things too regularly. Do you know what I mean? You've got to pick your own results up, and then it takes care of itself then.
And you and Nick Townsend, you've got a really healthy rivalry this season. It looked at one stage as if you might not get on again this season. Then suddenly your opportunity arises, you've taken it.
Yeah, it was like that when I was here before. Me and Nick get on really well and work together really well. Nick's a fantastic goalkeeper at this level, probably play higher as well. And it's we both know whoever's playing is going to be giving it their all and doing a good job. So yeah, it's a great. I called it teamwork in the previous interview. I said it's not a rivalry between me and Nick, because we both want the same thing at the end of the day, and that's success with Newport County. So whoever wears the shirt and is playing will give it their all, and I'm sure do a good job.
What's your message to the fans now, Joe? Because players can stay calm; they can do something about it on the pitch. The fans, all they can do is watch and suffer.
Yeah, I know. My message would just be to continue the support they have been giving us all season. Have that belief with us. If it takes until the 95th, 96th minute to get the job done, like we have done in previous games, and look at Swindon to the 90th minute, it takes that long. Newport have that sort of culture where we'll fight to the end and just keep that belief.
All the best, Joe. See you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate. See you.
Morning, Joe.
Morning.
I guess this tension. This is why you came back, though, isn't it? To have this tension, pressure, whatever it is of a run-in.
Yeah, absolutely. I came back because I wanted success with Newport. Nothing's ever easy at Newport. We do things the hard way. It's been said before, but as I just repeat with Rob, we fight to the end here at Newport. So we'll keep going. We believe in ourselves and give it everything every game. And
it's on a personal level, it's very different, I guess, to last season, for example, where you were on the fringes of things, and then you had a relegation sort of battle, a very different sort of pressure, I guess.
Yeah, completely different. Obviously I was on loan, trying to do, walked into a difficult situation in the January last season and was trying to do the best job I could for them. Obviously totally different. I'm back at Newport and trying to deliver success this time at the right end of the table. So yeah, totally different pressures. But ultimately it is a pressure that you have to perform. But as a professional footballer, if you can't relish that pressure, then you won't particularly do too well, I don't believe. So you have to embrace it, enjoy it, and go give it everything you've got.
Have you got better with age at sort of managing those things away from football and all that sort of thing? Does that come with the experience?
Yeah, I think so. I think external pressures, external voices. When you're a young player, it's probably easy to let those things maybe affect you, maybe something knock your confidence. But as you get older, and from my own experience, there's nothing nobody's never said to me before, good or bad. So it's one of those things. It's got to come within a lot of the time. That self-belief and confidence.
And the ability to switch off, I guess, when you go home and you've got the usual demands. Is it?
Definitely, yeah. Switching off, going home and switching off is different for me, obviously. Switching off from football is relatively easy now. Get a lot of distraction with the kids at home and stuff like that. But it's good, you've got to be able to give everything you've got when you're at, the training pitch, match pitch. I think you've got to be able to have that moment to switch off at home, have your family time. And I think the gaffer's been great with that when we needed days off or if we needed family time, he makes sure that we get it. Because there's a lot of guys in this dressing room with that sort of family life. So it's been, it's good to switch off now and then. So then when you can turn it back on, you can give it everything.
You don't get to go playing golf or anything like that. You've got family demands too.
No, nothing like that. Going to ballet classes and martial arts classes.
All good. Brilliant stuff. Well, go well tomorrow. Thanks for that as usual, Joe.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you. Cheers, guys.